What's going on, everyone? The Kompetitor here, coming back with a Mortal Kombat 11 video. So today we are going over the new Johnny Cage variation since the patch just released yesterday. Sorry I'm a little bit late on the upload. I wanted to give myself some time to play with the character before I made this initial video. And basically I think he's very strong. I think this is as strong, if not stronger, than Showstopper. Um, so as you may know, Outtake gets 3 new gear moves. He gets the High Force Ball, the Low Force Ball, and Rising Star. Now, they changed the arc on the Force Balls, because before, if you messed around with the gear moves, you'd notice High Force Ball went really high, and it still does that, which makes for a great anti-air. Also, look how fast it recovers. You could easily just zone with this. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And then you can also meter burn it, right? And then he also has the Low Force Ball, which if you messed around with it at all, it would whiff from right here. Like, it would go over their head like that. But now, nah, this thing hits mid-sun. It's perfect. Right? It's like MKX. And there are 2 ways to meter burn it. So you can either just regular meter burn, or if you meter burn it and hit back meter burn, you throw a lower one. At least with the Low Force Ball. Because you can also do high amplify. So like with High Force Ball, there's normal. There's EX. It throws like the lower one. Right? But then if you do the meter burn High Force Ball, or the high amplify, my bad, you see you throw a double one. So like that's good if you think they're going to jump, or like, I don't know, I was anti-airing Katana with it when she would try to do the Melina teleport in Highborn. But you could do the same with the Low Force Ball. Because if you see, you know, if I do a string, like if I do like, I don't know, forward 2-1 EX Force Ball, the second one whiffs, right? So when you do the Low Force Ball, you want to do, you want to press back and amplify, and you'll throw a low one like that. Whereas like the high whiffs right over their head, you could throw the low one with back plus amplify. Now, these are amazing zoning tools, and I think they're awesome additions to the variation. It makes Johnny fun. Like, I love being able to. I went into Combat League and I was just, you know, zoning people out with this, messing with it. They really couldn't do much. Like, I even outzoned a couple Cetrion players and Katana and whatnot. So, you know, he's pretty interesting when it comes to that. He's a very solid zoner in this variation, especially with the mind game, you know, meter burning it. But what really makes this shine is this move right here, Rising Star. His DP, his Dragon Punch. This is your Street Fighter Shoryuken. You know, that's what this shit is right here. Alright. This thing is a god move. Now, they buffed the recovery on it. As you can see, it recovers a lot faster on whiff. It's still unsafe on block, and you can't combo off it anymore. Like, you may have remembered, like, I don't know if you messed with the custom variations or not, but right here, you used to be able to do that and then combo after it, but you can't anymore. No more meterless anti-airs either, because before you used to be able to anti-air with this and, you know, convert for a full combo, but unfortunately you can't do that anymore. Which is, you know, it sucks, but he doesn't need it. I'll show you guys why. This move right here can be meter burned on block. And you may be thinking, okay, so what? Let's turn on frame data for a second. Let's get a good glance at this. So if we set them to stance hold the block, right? You'll see it's -4, which, you know, you're not at advantage or anything. But look how far back it pushes you. There aren't many options a lot of characters can do after that. So, you know, doing like forward 4 into this or whatever is going to be really strong because of the spacing. It's comparable to Cassie's back forward 4 meter burn in Digital Soldier and stuff from pre-patch that they nerfed. So it's essentially the same mind game as Johnny. Except this time it's very strong for him because he excels in the mid-range. You know, he excels playing footsies. So being at that space, regardless of if he's plus or not, it's going to be dangerous. You could steal turns back very easily. This changes a lot for him because he now plays what I always referred to as the Injustice 2 meta. As you've probably heard me complain about with Noob Saibot, how he does like a poke into a safe special. A few more characters also got things like this during the patch, and I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't like that, but I mean, I guess if they want to go that route, that's kind of like Street Fighter, you know, a poke into a safe special or Hadouken, whatever. But like Johnny Cage right here can do stuff like this. He can make you question whether or not you want to counter poke him, because before you would just mash all day because this man's got a slow mid. This 14 frame mid, no one's scared of that, right? But now we got this 9 frame mid that's safe on block if you meter burn it. It's minus 14 regular, so they're going to punish you. But now you could always catch them pressing a button by doing the safe meter burn version. And if it hits, that's nice. You get a knockdown that's, relatively plus. That's plus 30 on hit. You could do whatever you want. That's almost like a safe jump. That might be a guaranteed safe jump. So that's very strong. And then on block, like we already went over, look at that spacing. Then Johnny's only minus 4. He could walk back. He could do whatever. He could down 4 and steal a turn back. I think that move alone made him really powerful. Now, it's not like he can do it after everything. If he does it off of his main strings, it doesn't work. Because if you do forward 3-4-4, you'll notice the first hit whiffs. Which is a good balance check, in my opinion. So if you're looking for a scapegoat to force balls whiffing, this isn't it. Same thing off back 3. Oh, I don't have him blocking low, my bad. Same thing off back 3-4. You'll notice the first hit whiffs and they can jab you out of it. So it isn't used as a pressure tool like that. It's going to be used as a counter poke tool. So like, maybe you'll poke them and see how they react, and maybe they pressed a button right away, so the next time you'll just do that for no risk and just meter burn it. And either way, you either get a knockdown or, you're at a spacing where it's almost not guaranteed their turn. Now, you may be asking about force balls. They're minus 12 without the meter burn. So if you're trying to, get away with it like the straight force balls and other variations, you're not going to. Because here, let's record Johnny. If we set Johnny to, block mode all, let's record that. If we just set him to do that, right, it's minus 12, you could punish that. That's like Cassie can do forward 2 crushing blow. A lot of characters can punish that. Some can't. Will be good against some, obviously. But that's just one of the downsides. But he can do meter burn force balls if you do the low amplify. Okay, never mind. It whiffs in certain cases. So, here, let's go to the corner really quick. Let's, here we go. Still whiffed. Okay, right there. What is the best way to do this? Let's just shadow kick, whatever, dash. So as you'll see in the corner, this jails on male characters, right? And that's plus 6. That's very strong. That's very strong. Okay. But it whiffs if they crouch. It whiffs depending on if they crouch in multiple ways. It whiffs on females still. So this variation of Cage, it really isn't about his pressure tools per se. Like, you're not going to be using these as a pressure tool. And if you are, you're just going to complain about hitboxes. Mainly, the reason you would use this variation is because he is a very powerful zoner. The force balls aren't meant to be a pressure tool anymore. They're just meant to zone with, and like I showed, they're gonna whiff on characters. Just the low one whiffs on females already after a block string, so you're gonna just play it like Showstopper, you know. But in my opinion, this variation seems very strong. I think, you know, just based off his zoning options, because like look at how fast that recovers. You could throw these like machine guns, right? Like it's like machine gun fire, just constant. Low one. Meter burn. You know, just constantly throwing them. Shadow kick their dash-ins if you're a maniac. You know, if they even try to jump, you have a 9-frame DP. Like they're not jumping. It's such a good zoning variation. And then up close, you know, before people would just mash on Johnny because what's he gonna do? Like he's gonna down one into forward 3 or something, or you know, he's gonna just throw this out. But now you can just down one into the safe DP. It's really powerful. So the TLDR version of this variation, of why it is good, of why I think it's going to be very powerful in the coming weeks you see the meta develop. This right here. This is all you need to know. But yeah, in my opinion, Johnny isn't... He's very solid. All right, he is extremely good. I don't wanna make like too early a hot takes. But he could definitely be top tier, maybe top 5. I don't know how much a lot of other characters changed, but I don't know, man. This variation seemed really cheesy when I was playing with this zoning. The zoning's kind of ridiculous. The pokes into the DP is really strong. It's crazy, man. And then, you know, he gets cooler combos too. Like I haven't really messed with it too much, but you know, I'm sure you could get bigger damage than that as well. The combo potential's there, the zoning's there, the poke into safe specials there, all kinds of stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to follow me on Twitch because I am streaming there, Twitch TV/The Kompetitor. Follow me on Twitter at The Kompetitor. Thank you for watching. Keep using Johnny Cage. Keep playing MK. Support your locals. Have a good one.